Now on 4 News Now at 6, parents in the Meade School District are left waiting and worrying as a potential teacher strike could delay the start of the school year.
Hard to plan around not knowing.
Explain what's at stake if a deal isn't reached by Sunday.
Summer is winding down, but things are still heating up. I'll show you when we could see near triple-digit heat. Plus, I'm tracking thunderstorms this evening in your First Alert report.
And we're getting you ready for the Battle of the Palouse between the Cougs and Vandals. We have a preview of tomorrow night's matchup, and we're live where the tailgate party is already underway. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Well, parents in the Meade School District are having a hard time planning for back to school next week.
That's because of the possibility the Meade Teachers Union could go on strike. It gave the school district until Sunday to agree to a new contract. Mary Sheridan joins us live to tell us how families are reacting to this news.
Well, contract negotiations between the Meade Education Association and the school district continue today. I actually just got confirmation these negotiations are still underway as we're live on the air right now. This has been going on for months, totaling more than a dozen separate bargaining sessions. And with the first day of school just 4 days away, a strike is now officially on the table. And this was decided last night. We're showing you some pictures now of that Meade Education Association meeting. Yesterday, the union took a vote to authorize a strike if they could not come to a contract agreement with the district by Sunday. 97% of the members at that meeting voted to authorize the strike. And some parents are frustrated that this is all happening so close to the beginning of the school year.
School lasting longer, or going further into June, and then having to change plans that kind of hinders, what we're trying to do. I mean, it's hard to plan around not knowing.
And that was Neil Price you just heard from. He has 2 kids that have been students in the Meade School District for 5 years. He said he would hate to see them missing out on quality learning time.
The school district is a really good school district. I think that the teachers do a really good job at what they do. They keep kids engaged, and it's really good to see that.
The Meade School District said in a statement last night they're optimistic school will begin as planned, explaining that representatives will continue bargaining through the weekend if necessary. The school district also wrote, "There's been significant progress on a number of key items. We're committed to that process and remain optimistic we'll be able to reach an agreement allowing our schools to welcome kids back on September 2nd. And the teachers union says they're continuing to negotiate for more support in the classroom, explaining in a press release last night that some classrooms have, quote, too many students and too many needs for one educator to assess. The president of the Meade Education Association shared in a statement, quote, current practices are inconsistent and rely too heavily on our teachers who already have a massive workload. We reached out to the teachers union and the school district today for any updates on negotiation and have yet to hear back by news time. For now, reporting live in Spokane County, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
All right, Mary, thanks for the update. We are just one more sleep from Washington State and Idaho kicking off the college football season.
Yeah, the Cougs and Vandals battle on the Palouse tomorrow night in Pullman. Sports director Jack Wallace has a breakdown.
I love that little graphic with the mascots there. It's the best part of college football, the traditions, the mascot, all of it. And WSU and Idaho, they've been waiting since January for this game. The two ancient rivals clashing for the first time in 3 years, both needing a win to help cement a solid start for first-year head coaches. We're going to start off with the Cougs, a team fresh off an 8-win season, but returning very few players from that run. And not just the players, but the staff, too. New offensive coordinator Danny Freund shared with us what's got him the most excited to see Pullman packed with football fanatics on game day.
I think that's the beauty of college football, is just the traditions, the excitement to start a season, getting college kids back on campus. You can feel the energy. But I've heard about, the student section. I've heard about the fans.
Kickoff at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll be live from Giesa Field on our 4 News Now special edition during the game, so stay tuned for that. And our Idaho high schools kick off their season tonight, too. We'll highlight Lake City visiting Lakeland, and then Coeur d'Alene welcoming Silverton, an Oregon 5A school. We'll bring you all the highlights from those matchups tonight on Nightside. So I'm just so excited to go over and cover those games tonight, just a week away from Friday Night Sports Extra. So it's crazy. It's all just coming right here this weekend.
I know. People keep saying it's too hot for football.
A little bit.
I don't know. It's never really too early for it.
It's here, though. Thank you, Jack. Well, the tailgate lots in Pullman are already full of fans excited for tomorrow's Battle of the Palouse.
And it's not just in those lots. Right now, fans are downtown for the first Down Friday of the season, and that's where we find Derek Strom tonight. So, Derek, what's the mood like?
Derek, Kirsten, it's a pretty fun atmosphere down here at First Down Friday. Like you said, it's the first one the city of Pullman is going to be hosting. They'll be at all the home games on Fridays before those games throughout the football season. There's plenty going on here. As you can see behind me, there's cornhole being played. We got some live music. We also have appearances from the WSU and Idaho mascots as well. There's a food truck here. There's a whole lot more going on outside of that as well. I talked to plenty of fans today who said they're excited about this game and they're excited about passing down all the traditions that Cougar football Saturdays entail. I talked to one family that's been tailgating at these games for decades. Here's what they had to say.
Our kids, we started taking them when they were 8 and 5, and we thought, well, are they going to enjoy this or not? And it was just a super experience. And now our kids bring their kids, and they have tickets all season long.
And there's plenty more to look forward to tonight as well. When we were in the tailgate lots just a little bit ago, we heard the Idaho band warming up, getting ready for their performance this weekend. And I do have it on good authority that some members of the WSU band will be performing in the tailgate lot tonight as well. And there's more to look forward to, obviously, on game day tomorrow. There's going to be the Cougar Prowl led by head coach Jimmy Rogers. He's going to be walking fans through the tailgate lot into the stadium tomorrow, about 2 hours and 40 minutes before the game. There are also extra camping spots this game, or this Friday and Saturday, at the Newberry Track and Grimes Field. And there'll be more of those opportunities to grab some of those extra camping spots throughout the season. There will be more information coming from the university on that soon. But for now, live in downtown Pullman, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
So fun to see Derek back there.
In his old stopping grounds, yeah.
And hopefully a lot of those tailgaters also have their Gatorade and their water, their hydration
Right.
station.
It's going to be hot all weekend.
It is going to be hot. Let's take a look. And by the way, I should say, as deep as we are here in Cougar Country, my brothers and sisters are Vandals, and my youngest daughter is a Vandal. And so, V's up. This is what you can expect if you're driving. It looks like there's already a lot of people in Pullman, but if you are driving tomorrow morning, get your iced coffee and grab your sunglasses. Temperatures will be in the 80s by 11 a.m. 87 degrees at 1 o'clock if you're walking around campus. Tailgate time, it is going to be hot. Temperatures in the 90-degree range by 3 o'clock, and that will continue through dinner time. It is going to be a little bit hazy at times, as it is, but a lot of that will depend on area fire behavior. But right now, it looks like we're going to see some of that haze on the horizon, although air quality should stay in that moderate range. That does bear watching. Nice thing about the 7 o'clock kickoff, it will already be out of the 90s, 86 degrees at 7 o'clock, and then we're in the 70s by halftime. Super comfortable temperatures. You won't need your sweater, though, on the walk to the car. Temperatures still in the 70s and upper 60s by 11 o'clock. I've been tracking some thunderstorms. Meanwhile, in North Idaho, I will be back with an update on those storms and tell you about the record heat in the 7-day forecast. Kirsten.
All right, thank you, Chris. Well, anyone heading to the west side this weekend for the holiday will either want to leave really early or late in the afternoon to avoid the traffic. Take a look at this chart from the Washington Department of Transportation. You can see traffic really starts to pick up right around 10 o'clock tomorrow between Cle Elum and North Bend, and then it stops right around 8 o'clock at night. This applies for anyone driving back home on Monday. The chart also shows that traffic picks up again at around 9 and starts to dip down around 4 in the afternoon. You can get a closer look at these travel charts on KXLY.com. Old textbooks, graded papers, and even a fridge full of food. These are just some of the things convicted killer Bryan Kohberger left behind when he left Pullman following the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. These are some of the nearly 700 photos just released by Idaho State Police, a majority of them focusing on Kohberger's Pullman apartment. At the time, he was a graduate student in criminology at Washington State University. Investigators used evidence markers on items like a black glove, a computer tower, and his criminology textbooks and graded coursework. Authorities say nothing in the apartment directly linked Kohberger to the victims. He left Pullman in mid-December, traveling cross-country with his father to their Pennsylvania home. And it was there that investigators retrieved trash and matched DNA to a knife sheath found at the crime scene.
Well, the FBI says it found bones while searching for the Wenatchee man accused of murdering his 3 young daughters. For months, investigators have been searching the wilderness near Leavenworth for 32-year-old Travis Decker. Over the last few days, search efforts have focused on the Rock Island campground, not far from where the girls' bodies were discovered. Investigators say bones were recovered in that area. Right now, it's not clear if they're human or animal remains. They've been sent to a lab for testing. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says there's still no evidence to confirm whether Decker is dead or alive.
A woman is facing homicide charges for killing a motorcyclist last night. The crash happened near Sprague and South Custer Road in Spokane Valley. Here's a photo of the scene. The Spokane Sheriff's Office says 61-year-old Darla Stoffel hit the man on the motorcycle while making a left turn. Stoffel stayed at the scene and called 911. People nearby performed CPR on the man until help arrived, but he died at the scene. When deputies searched Stoffel's car, they found signs of cannabis use, leading them to believe she was driving under the influence. Stoffel has no previous criminal history. She's now facing vehicular homicide charges.
All right, still ahead, big changes are coming to online shopping. We'll show you why you might start seeing the price of things skyrocket on sites like Temu and Shein.
And school's back in session in Spokane next week, and that means speed cameras are back on. We'll show you the camera that catches the most speeding drivers and how much the city expects to collect this year. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
The best morning start with Kelly and Mark.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make players celebrate like winners, or make 2 move like 1. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's Labor Day sale, save up to $500 on select mattresses. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to. During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
Well, you probably recognize these. They are photo speed cameras, and they're scattered in school zones all across the city. The start of the school year means these cameras will be up and running, making sure that you're not speeding in a school zone.
Each year, the cameras catch thousands of people speeding. Now, this map shows where many of these citations are being made. In the month of May, over 2,000 people were caught speeding by cameras set up at Ferris High School and Adams Elementary and Longfellow, Willard, and Ridgeview Elementary schools. These tickets can cost drivers hundreds of dollars. Madeline Mullins has the story.
The return to school means the return to 20-mile-per-hour speed limits or facing a steep fine.
I believe the highest fine amount is $250, but with a speed zone ticket that one of my motorcycle officers issues, it can go very, very expensive.
8 photo speed cameras placed in school zones throughout the city make it easy to catch those speedy drivers.
In the month of May, the camera that caught the highest number of speeding violations was the one on Regal Street between Ferris High School and Adams Elementary School.
Over 700 speeding tickets were given out here near Ferris High School in the month of May. Near Longfellow Elementary School, over 500.
And if you get issued a school zone infraction, you cannot have it waived or reduced, and it will go on your driving record. So we take those very seriously.
The money from these tickets goes towards paying for the cameras themselves. It also funds a traffic patrol officer's salary and traffic calming projects for the city. In 2025, the city expects to make over $4 million from these tickets.
Countdown timers downtown on the don't walk signs, those are all paid for by photo enforcement.
The Spokane Police Department says these cameras do their job by slowing down drivers.
Of all the people that have received a photo enforcement violation from the city of Spokane and paid it, about 90% of those people have never received another violation.
Which is why the city plans to add more of these cameras near Shaw Middle School and Shadle Park High School. This year, SPD will be increasing patrols to ensure everyone is slowing down. It asks both drivers and students to remove distractions, stay alert, and follow the rules of the road. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Well, a man is now in jail for running from police and almost hitting several people with a car in downtown Spokane. This all started when police officers noticed a man carrying a revolver on his hip near 2nd and McClellan. That man was identified as 43-year-old Richard Tomich, a convicted felon. When confronted by officers, he sped away, almost hitting several pedestrians. Officers eventually tracked Tomich down and arrested him. When officers searched his car, they also found a large quantity of drugs and the cash pictured here on your screen. He's now facing charges including unlawful possession of a firearm.
Beautiful summer evening, although the sun is setting fairly soon. We're going to see temperatures in the 80s at 7 o'clock, staying in the 70s with light winds and mostly clear skies through the evening. And then it starts getting very hot. I will tell you all about it after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDAcasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, save thousands of dollars on the best selection of trucks and SUVs during the Big Deal event this week at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
We always have the best selection in the 509 and the 208.
And that means it's the perfect time to trade up. Plus, this week, get top dollar for your trade-in, including a minimum trade offer. And delay payments until November 1st. Today through this Monday at both Cal locations.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night, tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points.
And right now, save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Conquer the road in a 2025 Atlas. Get a 2.9% APR or a $3,500 customer bonus. Go big. Go Atlas.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
What if we told you the K-pop Demon Hunters are about to take over GMA? It's time. Tuesday morning, for the first time, the global sensation hits morning TV. Everyone's watching the K-pop Demon Hunters, and now they're coming to Good Morning America.
Welcome back. We've been monitoring some lightning out there tonight.
Yeah, pretty active on the radar still in some parts.
Yes, it has been a busy afternoon in extreme northeastern Washington and North Idaho. I'll get to that in just a moment, but first, live conditions in Spokane, totally different story. 88 degrees and sunny. Right now it's 81 in Coeur d'Alene. We've had some clouds moving through here in the last hour or so, just brushing by with systems to the north and east. Here's a look at our satellite and radar from 4 o'clock until now, and you can see underneath all that lightning, we did have one severe storm that moved through the Sandpoint area, Hope, Blanchard, or excuse me, not Blanchard, but in the Bayview area, up to an inch in diameter hail and gusty winds. Those storms have moved off to the east and really begun to fizzle out. Let me show you a much closer look and put this into a solitary state, and we find much of the thunderstorm activity now just north of Kellogg. It's moving almost directly to the east, a little bit to the southeast, but is a much weaker storm, still up to pea-sized hail possible with these storms, as well as 40-mile-per-hour gusts. There is a little bit of additional cell development in southern portions of Stevens and Pend Oreille counties, so we'll be watching that for the next hour or so. But as the sun sets and we lose our daytime heating, the odds of thunderstorm activity definitely go down, and the focus shifts to the heat. 4 things to know about that. We have a warming trend. It's already underway. We'll be in the 90s this weekend. Record heat possible on Labor Day and near 100 degrees on Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll be in the 90s in most locations, 100 degrees in Lewiston. Right around the Spokane area, we'll be in the 90s through the I-90 corridor, 89 in Spirit Lake. An exception, but that's about the only exception, 94 in Meade and 9 Mile and 95 in downtown. Our temperature trend over the next 7 days, September starts on Monday, and that's when we are set to have our hottest day of the season. We've only hit 97 so far this season. 98 Monday, that would tie the record for the day. But then Tuesday, we're going to make a run at 100 degrees. That would be unheard of to have a potentially triple-digit day in September. And the only other time we've had our hottest day of the season in September was back in 1950. And that's since records have been kept in 1881. We hit 96 on September 2nd. On our September 2nd, looks like we may be up close to 100 degrees. That would be a record for the day. Meanwhile, dry conditions, and we are monitoring our air quality this weekend. I will be back with more on that in the next half hour. Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. A court has ruled that President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs are unlawful.
We'll explain the court's decision and why they're allowed to stay in effect. Also, grief and hope fill Minneapolis as families honor 2 children killed in a school shooting. We'll show you how the community is coming together in the ongoing investigation into the shooter's motive next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Buy more, save more during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 amazing days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. With SUVs for life's adventures, trucks as dependable as the people who drive them, EVs to charge up a summer of no limits, and American legends that need no introduction. This summer, Chevy drives America.
And now, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing with around $10,000 in total value on this Silverado. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun, wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot.
The Davenport Hotels invite you to a signature weekend of culinary delights, September 26th through the 28th. Join us for the Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival, taking place in downtown Spokane with multiple events offered throughout the weekend. Purchase any festival ticket and receive a 20% discount code to stay at one of the Davenport properties. Information can be found on the Davenport Hotel Collections website under the Experiences tab. The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival this September, sponsored in part by Windermere Real Estate, BECU, and 4 News Now.
Have you or someone you know lived, worked, or enjoyed time in Lincoln County in the last 10 years? If so, you've likely been exposed to Libby amphibole asbestos. 1 in 4 screened have developed an asbestos-related disease. Hope is here. The Center for Asbestos-Related Disease, CARD, in Libby, provides free screenings, care, and resources to those impacted by asbestos exposure. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Contact the CARD Clinic, comprehensive care for exposure and disease.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Well, the Minneapolis community is remembering the 2 students killed during Wednesday's shooting at Annunciation Catholic School. Meanwhile, investigators are combing through evidence to determine why the gunman decided to open fire on a room full of children.
ABC's Christiane Cordero is in Minneapolis tonight, where families are coming together to support one another.
Today, grief and signs of hope in Minneapolis, where Annunciation Catholic School was targeted in a shooting that injured 18 people and killed 2 students. Jesse Merkel, the father of 8-year-old Fletcher, describes his son as someone who loved playing sports, his friends, family, cooking, and fishing.
Please remember Fletcher for the person he was and not the act that ended his life. Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
And Harper Moisky's family is remembering her as a bright, joyful, and deeply loved 10-year-old whose laughter, kindness, and spirit touched everyone who knew her. Among the injured, 8th grader Andre Gunter, who was shot in the stomach and whose parents vowed to help him rebuild his trust, confidence, and life. Also thanking the first responder who faced danger to help, hug, and pray with him. For more than 2 days, families have come to the school to pay their respects. Anique London was among the first to do so and put a call out to the community to bring buckets and other supplies to make sure the flowers brought here will last.
We started with a pile of flowers and plastic yesterday that was very small, and by today we have nearly half of a city block with flowers and water that are going to last for a week, so that the families that haven't been strong enough to come here can come here.
Families told us they wanted to come here to reclaim their school. The boarded up windows are a reminder that there are still so many unanswered questions. Investigators are now combing through documents, conducting interviews, and gathering evidence to determine the suspect's motive, saying what they've collected so far suggests this is someone who was filled with hate. Police say the suspect had no prior criminal history and purchased the weapons legally. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Minneapolis.
Well, from beauty products to electronics, if you buy inexpensive items online from overseas, get ready to pay more.
The big policy shift coming up. And the Battle of the Palouse will rage tomorrow night. We have more to preview coming right up. Don't go away.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's our Endless Summer Savings Sales Event, where you'll save $12,250 off new Sierra 1500 Denali's or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, switch and save at least 20% versus AT&T and Verizon. Plus, your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years.
Yes, it's really happening. Vanilla Ice, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and CNC Music Factory featuring Freedom Williams are coming to the Spokane County Interstate Fair.
To the top, I keep on climbing. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Shake to my flow, let it go.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at kxly.com/senior living. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit kxly.com/senior living today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
It's our Endless Summer Savings Sales Event, where you'll save up to $14,000 or 3.9% APR on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
As we've been telling you, WSU and Idaho are kicking off the college football season in Martin Stadium tomorrow night.
And fans are already celebrating in the tailgate lots and in downtown Pullman. Let's send it out to Derek Strom. And Strom, I hear you have a special guest with you.
Kirsten, Derek, yes, I do. Just to my right here, we have Joe Vandal representing Idaho tonight. Joe, I've seen you walking around greeting fans here. How's it been? I mean, I saw you palling around with Butch T. Cougar a little bit earlier. Do you guys get along? Okay, all right. And there's plenty to do around here at First Down Fridays. I heard you talking about maybe getting your face painted a little earlier. Are you going to get to that a little bit later? You think it looked good, or do you think the beard's going to get in the way a little bit? It might. That's fair. All right. And I got to ask you before we go, the last question, who's going to win on Saturday? Obviously. I knew he was going to say that. But, hey, it's the obvious answer. Absolutely. Hey, always good to see you, Joe. Always good to see you. Just a pleasure. A pleasure. We got one of the biggest celebrities here, and there's plenty more going on here at First Down Fridays as well. We got the live music. We got plenty going on over this way as well. We've got the lemonade stand over here. We got people selling gear. We've got a stand to get your face painted. Kids are here. It's fun for the whole family. And there's a lot more to look forward to this weekend as well. I was over in the tailgate lots talking to fans earlier today. It's funny I ran into Joe because we talked to an Idaho fan, and he talked a lot about the hospitality that Cougar fans have shown him so far. Here's what he had to say.
Especially when they're kicking our tails. You know, they're really nice to us. If we happen to win, we're going to kind of scoot out of town and not say much. So we'll see how that goes.
And there's more to come here on Saturday as well, obviously, with game day getting started up. There's been such high demand for hotels in this area that the university has opened up almost 100 more tailgate spots around the Newberry track and Grimes Field. And there'll be more opportunities like that later in the season with more information coming from the university soon. And another thing I'm pretty excited about, WSU head coach Jimmy Rogers is going to be leading the Cougar Prowl through the tailgate lot he's walking with fans to the stadium tomorrow to get them ready for game day. That'll be about 2 hours and 40 minutes before the game. But for now, live in downtown Pullman, Derek Strom, 4 News Now, and go Cougs.
You had to say it.
He didn't say it to Joe Vandal, though, did he?
That's right. Hey, well, Washington State and Idaho are a little more than 24 hours now from kickoff.
Yeah, Cougs and Vandals both enter game day with overhauled rosters, Jack, but that isn't dampening their excitement.
Well, we at least see it from Joe that that's not dampening anything. And the rivalry continuing on. We spoke about the WSU side a little bit earlier, so now touching on Idaho. The Vandals entering with confidence, once an FBS team themselves, and now coming off one of their most successful seasons in recent memory, Idaho's wanting to replicate that strong finish in 2022 against the Cougs, but probably with a better ending. Head coach Tom Ford spoke to us about the excitement of this specific rival FBS opportunity.
And I think anytime you can play a road game that's like 8 miles down the road, you're excited. I know our kids love playing FBS opponents because we have players on our team that could play for FCS programs, or FBS programs, I should say. And so I think the opportunity to compete with an FBS program right down the road is right up our alley.
Vandals and Cougs kick off, of course, starting at 7 p.m. in Martin Stadium. Eastern Washington also returning to action this week at the Incarnate Word Cardinals, a top 5 FCS program who just lost their season opener at Nichols. EWU faces the Cards in San Antonio, a night game environment against a team on a 9-game home winning streak. Incarnate Word, they haven't lost a home non-conference game since 2017. That season, well, they went 1-10. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And the Seattle Mariners are fresh coming into Cleveland tonight, marking their first of a 9-straight road game stretch. Score right now may have already changed. It's 4-3 in the 9th inning, top of the 9th. Mariners currently 3-0 over Cleveland this season after a home sweep. We're going to have those highlights on Nightside. We mentioned earlier in our cast, our Idaho high school is kicking off their football season tonight. So much fun. We'll be at Lake City versus Lakeland, and then Silverton visiting Coeur d'Alene. Both these games this evening. We're going to bring you all the highlights plus scores from further away games all on Nightside. So pretty fun there.
Yep, no doubt. All right, Jack, thank you so much. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining us now. And Chris, you're tracking some thunderstorms, sounds like.
Yes, they are. Most of them have moved out of the area now, but there's still a couple of trouble spots we've got our eye on. Let's take a look at the radar. And again, most of the thunderstorm activity is moving into western Montana and really beginning to fizzle out. However, there are these little cells that have developed in parts of Stevens, Pend Oreille County, and Bonner County as well that we will be watching just north of Newport. We have some thunderstorm development. This area of thunderstorms, however, has really weakened as it continues to make its way into western Montana. Those are the ones we're watching up near Addy. Boy, Diamond Lake has just been a real busy spot for thunderstorms lately. So far, nothing really making it into Spokane County, and there's that cell just north of Newport. Most of this activity is moving to the south-southeast. Now, if you experience a sudden uptick in a cool wind, we've got some outflow boundary winds that have been picking up around the region. A 21-mile-per-hour gust in Spokane, 22-mile-per-hour gusts in Coeur d'Alene, and 19-mile-per-hour gusts in Pullman. Those will die down about as quickly as they pick up, and the closer you are to the thunderstorms, the more likely you are to experience those gusty winds. Air quality right now is in the moderate range and has been in pretty good shape around the region. Some pockets where the air quality is compromised, but we may see that become a little more widespread this weekend with the hot weather, and that may exacerbate some of the fire activity we already have in progress. I'll be back to talk about that hot weather on the way in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. A new construction project is set to begin in Spokane that you need to know about. Beginning on Tuesday, there will be lane restrictions on Rockwood Boulevard near Sacred Heart Medical Center between Grand and Cowley. The intersection at 10th and Sumner will also be closed. Construction is set to be completed by mid-October. A federal appeals court has ruled President Donald Trump unlawfully used emergency powers to impose his sweeping tariffs. The court upheld the lower court ruling against the tariffs. The judges found Congress did not give the president wide-ranging authority to impose tariffs when it passed the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. The tariffs will remain in place for now since the court delayed implementation of its order until October. That gives the Trump administration time to file an appeal with the Supreme Court.
And this ruling comes as a loophole that helped cheap goods avoid those tariffs expired this morning.
CNN's Michael Yoshida explains what this could mean for your online shopping.
A big change for American customers looking to buy low-value goods from abroad. After nearly a century, the de minimis rule, which has allowed some packages to enter the United States duty-free or exempt from certain taxes, is no more.
It's a massive impact.
Since 2015, the exemption applied to packages worth less than $800, allowing ultra-low-cost e-commerce sites to take off, as they sold and shipped everything from clothing to furniture to electronics directly to American shoppers.
In 2012, there was only $50 million of inventory entered the U.S. under this exemption. And last year, that was over $65 billion.
Now, following this latest trade move from the Trump administration, all imported goods, regardless of value, are subject to 10 to 50% tariff rates, depending on their country of origin, or in some cases, a flat fee of $80 to $200, but just for the next 6 months. As a result, a slew of delivery services from countries across the world have suspended shipping some small packages to the U.S.
It is probable that you may see not only delays in those packages getting here even farther, but often start to see items pop up in the cart saying, here's the new fee for the effective duties and tariffs.
So what could be impacted? Trendy sunscreens and serums from Korean beauty websites, matcha from online Japanese vendors, and even recently popular tinned fish from European sites. A potential benefit to some American small businesses.
What they're trying to do is to have people buy local. Whether that's realistically possible, we'll have to see.
In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida.
All right, still ahead on 4 News Now.
I don't think I would be the person I am had I been from somewhere else.
It's been 20 years since Hurricane Katrina made landfall in New Orleans. We'll show you how music and spirit carried the city through its darkest days. Coming up here on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, where winning is just the beginning.
For over 50 years, North Idaho Urology has been the trusted leader in urological care. From routine checkups to advanced prostate cancer treatment, our expert team is dedicated to your health every step of the way. With cutting-edge technology, personalized care, and locations in Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, and Sandpoint, we're here when you need us most. Don't wait. Early detection saves lives. Schedule your appointment today at niurology.com or call 208-667-0621.
The Labor Day sleep savings are on now at Walker's Furniture. Save big on brands that improve your rest, like Serta iComfort, Beauty Rest, and Purple mattress sets.
Or enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years and pay over time.
Plus, with select mattress purchases, receive free delivery, making now the best time to sleep better and celebrate Labor Day in comfort and savings.
This week at Walker's.
The Labor Day savings are on now this week at Finley Honda Spokane.
This is your chance to get one of the best vehicles made for less.
And if you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, our lot is packed full of great choices. And we're pricing them all to sell fast.
And right now, we're giving $1,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade-ins.
Making it the perfect time to trade up with big Labor Day savings at Finley Honda Spokane.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Love amid tragedy. The journalist who fell in love with the brother of the Idaho murder victim. Their improbable love story.
I was far from looking for love.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
20 years later, Hurricane Katrina. Just incredible. I had never seen that kind of destruction.
Robin Roberts. She was right there. And now Robin goes back home. Tonight on ABC.
All right, it is Friday, and that means it's time to take a trip on the Air Ford drone.
And this week, we're soaring above a popular trail with a special group of cyclists all about girl power. Let's soar above the Centennial Trail in this brand new Air Ford venture.
Motorcycle Club, and today's group is called the Friday Women's Ride. It's a regular thing through the riding season. We advertise it as a 10 to 12 mile an hour ride. A lot of people like to go faster than that, but some of us prefer a little slower pace. And for me, it's part of a lifestyle. Riding my bike is, because I ride regularly. Even I ride by myself a lot. I ride with my husband. He's not a real fast rider now, so that works out.
The Spokane Bike Club has expanded and has several different ride groups, and you can choose what level you want to go at. This is just a more leisurely women's, morning ride. It's not real difficult. It's usually about 20 miles or more. I mean, this area has a variety of terrains and landscapes. It's just beautiful along the river, and in the fall when it starts to change, it's great. I'm 12 again when I'm riding. It's fun. I'm like to stay fit. I've always, played soccer and rode bikes and swim, and I just like fitness and activities. I always have 4 F's: fun, fitness, food, and friends. And that covers everything for me. I don't think anything compares to Spokane. It's great. It's perfect weather.
Only 20 miles, Gloria. No big deal. Wow. I would like to be friends with them. If you're heading out on your bike or on a run or out to do something outside for the next several days, stay hydrated. 92 tomorrow, 80 is our average high, and it gets even hotter. So much hotter in the 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Bill's Heating and AC has not 1, not 2, but 3 warehouses overstocked with top quality air conditioners. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a full heating and cooling system installed for only $6,500 to $8,500, depending on capacity. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
And he is safe! It's your last chance to catch the Spokane Indians this season at Avista Stadium, and it's all going down Labor Day weekend. Friday, August 29th, Windermere Real Estate brings you Armed Forces Appreciation Night with post-game fireworks. Saturday, August 30th, your local Toyota dealers present baseball and more fireworks. And Sunday, August 31st, we go out with a bang as AAA Washington wraps it up with a season finale fireworks spectacular. It's a Labor Day weekend of baseball, fireworks, and unforgettable fun. For tickets and game times, head to SpokaneIndians.com.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. But they all just fade away. But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
The Labor Day sale is on now at More Furniture. Join us this weekend where you'll find every bedroom, living room, and dining room is in stock, on sale, and ready for immediate free white glove delivery to your home. Plus, we'll remove your gently used pieces and donate them locally. You've worked hard all year long. It's your turn to relax in style and comfort. Labor Day savings like never before. Only at More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by BECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
All right, welcome back. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining us here once again, and we're looking forward to some pretty warm temperatures for your Labor Day weekend.
We're talking potentially record temperatures.
Potentially record temperatures, and we're heading into September. I mean, kids are going back to school, and we're talking about possibly getting to 100 degrees in Spokane for the first time ever in September, and the first time this season. Right now, it's 88 in Spokane. It is a pretty evening. Look, the sun's almost setting. We're less than an hour away from sunset. A little bit of wildfire haze on the horizon. That will continue through the weekend and may even get worse with such hot weather that allows the fires that are in progress to grow. So that will be a challenge for firefighters. On our radar right now, we are watching a couple of suspicious spots, one around the Newport area, and then we have some additional thunderstorm potential here in parts of southern, parts of Ponderay as well as Stevens County, just north of Chewelah. Cloud to ground lightning strike we've picked up. We also have another thunderstorm right up along the Canadian border. As we get closer to sunset, these storms are already losing a lot of their energy, and we will start to see things clear off and turn our attention to the warming trend. 90s this weekend. Record heat possible on Labor Day, tying a record at least. And we go get near 100 degrees on Tuesday. Our high temperatures across the region today were well above average in the upper 80s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Our average high is 80 degrees. In the 90s for Omak, Grand Coulee, and Moses Lake. 95 degrees in Lewiston. Tomorrow's highs will be in the 90s just about everywhere. 100 degrees in Lewiston. We're going to see a lot more triple digits on these maps as we go through the weekend and into early next week. Tomorrow, right around the Spokane area, 94 in 9 Mile and Meade, 89 in Spirit Lake, 92 in Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, Liberty Lake, and 93 in Spokane Valley. That temperature trend, 99 on Tuesday. That would be a record for the day. We could hit 100 degrees, something we have not done in the month of September since records have been kept back in the 1800s. This white line way down here is our average high, which will be in the 70s starting on Monday. Long range forecast, 8 to 14 days out. Still calling for above average temperatures. We're not in the deep, dark reds, but in the mediums. Above average, though, when our average high is in the 70s, could mean 80s. Hopefully we can say goodbye to the 90s after 7 straight days of 90-degree heat, including on Labor Day. 98 would tie the record, 99 would break the record, 97 also tying a record. So we have got a lot of hot weather, overnight lows in the 60s through the 7-day forecast. Kirsten.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Well, it has been 20 years since Hurricane Katrina left a path of death and destruction in the Gulf Coast.
And tonight, in an ABC News special, Robin Roberts returned to the area where she found inspiring stories of resilience as well as powerful updates on communities still rebuilding. Here's Jacqueline Lee with a look at some of Robin's visit to New Orleans and her hometown of Pass Christian.
August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina made landfall along the U.S. Gulf Coast. ABC's Robin Roberts was there after it hit, brought to tears as she reported on the unimaginable death and destruction.
You hadn't been able to make contact with your own family yet. Have you done so?
They're okay.
They're okay? Because I know they're right there on the Gulf Coast. Mom's okay, sister's okay?
They're all right. Robin getting a first-hand look back then at what Katrina left behind.
I had never in my entire life seen that kind of destruction.
Now, 20 years later, traveling to New Orleans, the scene of so much devastation and despair in the days following Katrina. Today, the city's recovery shaped not just by rebuilding efforts, but by the revival of its vibrant music scene. Just months after the storm, in April of 2006, Jazz Fest returned to New Orleans, an event that symbolized hope and resilience. Robin recently visited with New Orleans native Harry Connick Jr. at the city's Jazz Museum.
It's a phrase you hear a lot, the birthplace of jazz, but it was the birthplace of everything I did. I mean, everything I started as a child started here, and I don't think I would be the person I am had I been from somewhere else.
She also traveled back to her hometown.
There's no discounting the destruction and the pain that New Orleans went through, but the eye of the storm went over the Mississippi Gulf Coast, not far from my home of Pasquishan.
Her high school destroyed.
Science over there, math over there.
A new building now stands in its place.
Wow. I cannot believe that is the high school. They brought a lot of the memorabilia from the old high school. Still, it tugs at you. You don't have your high school.
Katrina was a devastating natural disaster, but the rebuilding began almost immediately.
All day, I was inspired by the regular people who put their own lives on hold to come here and pitch in. Talk about being resilient. This is something about the South. You're not knocking us down completely.
20 years after the storm, that resilience continues. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News.
And you can tune in to the ABC special for more inspiring stories and updates as the Gulf Coast continues to rebuild. That's tonight at 8 o'clock.
And before we head to our break, here is a look at ABC's primetime lineup for your Friday night.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's our endless summer savings sales event where you'll save $12,250 off new Sierra 1500 Denali's or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
My name is Joyce Prather, but I go by Joy. My husband and I moved to Orchard Crest just from my daughter's house. When we walked in, I said, oh, this is it, because it was so beautifully decorated. The people here are amazing. The staff is amazing. Everything that we were hoping for turned out to be what we got. If somebody walked up to me and asked about Orchard Crest, yes, I would certainly tell them to come here.
Hi, I'm Matt Gray with 4 News Now. For families with teens and young adults, here are some tips that can teach them more about money management.
Let your teen get involved if you're shopping for an auto loan, auto insurance, or a cell phone plan. Talk through features and costs versus benefits that come into play. Consider providing a small loan to your teen and charge them interest. This can help them understand how interest on loans or credit cards may work.
There are lots of great ways to teach your kids about money. For more tips, go to becu.org.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Conquer the road in a 2025 Atlas. Get a 2.9% APR or a $3,500 customer bonus. Go big. Go Atlas.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
It's our endless summer savings sales event where you'll save up to $14,000 or 3.9% APR on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, Labor Day weekend is here and millions around the nation are traveling for a quick getaway. But it's not smooth skies for all. Travel experts share their tips to avoid a nightmare. That's tonight on Nightside, starting at 11.
Why would you leave? Let's go camping this weekend. Here's a look at your weekend forecast for the holiday. It's getting hot, 98 on Monday. Lots of sunshine, overnight lows in the 60s. Few clouds drifting through from time to time.
By the way, Jack not here now because he had to skedaddle over to North Idaho. A couple of big high school games. Idaho high schools always start a week before Washington, so we'll have some of that action for you tonight on Nightside.
All right, football, let's do it. It's time.
It's here.
I love it.
All right, thanks so much for being with us again. We'll see you at Nightside starting at 11 tonight.